Hi, my name is Guy Law. I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania, and this is the evolution of animation. It all started with a steamboat and a mouse. In 1937, Walt Disney and RKO Studios released Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The Library of Congress, in 1989, deemed this film culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. As cartoons and televisions became more popular in the 1960s, the Flintstones became the first primetime television TV show to be broadcast, drawing people away from movie theaters and into their living rooms. In 1995, Pixar and Disney released Toy Story. The movie was the first fully rendered CGI movie. Its emotional storytelling of inanimate objects is phenomenal. It means so much even to the animation world that it cemented itself into pop culture, that it has its own world at Hollywood Studios in Disney in Orlando. Traditionally in animation, it's usually about the male protagonist. In the 90s, there is a shift from all male protagonists to females helping or females becoming the protagonist. And that's where the princess line came from. Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, even to more recently, Moana, the anti-princess. In 1988, Disney released Oliver and Company. And with this, Disney invested $15 million into Computer Animation Production System, also known as CAPS, so it can fully render CGI. One of the first films to use computer-generated images for animation. Anything in the movie from subway chases, to trains, to taxi cabs, to even staircases were finally being rendered with a computer, rather than being hand-drawn. This may not have been a critical success for Disney, but was able to usher in some fully 3D rendered movies. A process of animation that's more tedious than others next to traditional animation would be stop motion. This has become more popular with Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, Coraline, amongst others like Paranorman. It requires animators to move every joint, every set, everything that you see on screen is done by hand. In animation, when a popular sports figure or actor wants a cameo in your movie, or be the star, you might want to let them because it'll sell the movie. This has been done for many years. Most prominent in a movie like Space Jam, which came out in 1996, right as Michael Jordan was retiring and switching careers entirely, and going back to basketball. The most interesting part of animation is how life imitates art. Warner Brothers was able to take Legos, which we all know and love and step on, and build a whole world. That's just one of the examples recently of all times that this has happened. Trolls is another example. Lastly, I wanted to touch on how interesting it is how celebrities look like their counterparts in the movies, and how they actually do sing in the movies. In closing, I'd like to thank you again for watching, and I can't wait to see where the genre goes next. Whether it be VR, to mobile, or at home in a living room, or not even at a movie theater at all. It's going to be an amazing ride, and thank you.